Attention. Bow, next. Student tennis, begin. Honor, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, courage, community. Back Nate. Judy. All right, so from here, starting out. Oh, look like Evan's popping on. Cool, we got more people. All right, so starting out, guys, what we're gonna do is a couple different exercises, just something real simple, nothing crazy, you know, starting off the weekend right. So first one, we're just gonna do some jumping jacks for 45 seconds. But instead of jumping jacks, we're gonna do what's called X-outs. So what that means is when your feet cross, your arms cross. When your feet go out, your feet go out. Or your arms go out. And we just go this way. For 45 seconds. Okay, does that make sense? All right, you ready? Get set, go. And try to kind of switch them forwards and backwards, alternating sides. Oh, hey, Evan. Got it, bud? Yeah, he's got it. All right. And you got about 10 seconds left. Look here, boom, boom, boom. Nice. Keep it up, keep it up. All right, time. All right, next one. For this next one, we're going to do a variation of a sit-up, but here's how it works. You're gonna lay flat, and then you're going to bring everything up and touch your ankles, and then lay back flat, and then come up again. Flat, up, flat, just like that. I'm gonna do that one for 45 seconds. All right, second timer. So, are you guys ready? Yep, they're ready. Go. And make sure your tailbone comes off, or not your tailbone, but your back and your upper body comes off the ground as well. So, Mr. Stemler, you're gonna have to lift up your upper body some. Bring everything up at the same, yes, like that. Everything up at the same time. Keep it up, you got about 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds. Two, one, time. All right. So nice, easy, short little warm up. We're not gonna do anything nuts today. So we'll stop there and we're just gonna go ahead and go straight into our stretches. Arms forward. Backwards. And hugs. Up and down. All right, hands on the hips, and then we're going to swing them side to side, but really kind of push, because we're gonna do one of my favorite kicks here today. And it does involve some weird hip things. So, really stretch those hips out today. All right, now circles. Other direction. Now we're gonna stand up and kind of twist side to side, like so. Oh, my back just popped. Don't get old, guys.
Too late, sir.
Hey.
I was talking about me, not you.
All right. Now rotate the knees. And I go the other direction. With me having bad knees, this is a workout in itself. All right. Whoop. Cobra stretch. Now from here, what I want you guys to do is you're just going to twist over one shoulder and kind of look backwards. And do the other side. All right, now from here, I want you to sit up. And what I want you guys to do, this one, I'm going to show you this way. I want you to take one knee and put it flat, foot on the inside. And then I want you to take the other one and swing it around behind you like so, to where your feet kind of make like an S or a Z shape. Okay? And from there, I want you to think about laying your chest down on your shin, your ankle, in this area. We're just gonna lean forward like this. And if you do this correctly, you should feel it on the outside of that front leg. So this one's behind us, this one's in the front, and then we just kind of lean forward like so. If you really want a better stretch, you can straighten out this leg, come up a little bit more, and lean that way. So either one will be fine. You can be sitting down, knee bent, or straighten and come up. Either one. Now, take your feet, boom, boom, switch positions. Now we're gonna do it on the other side. So again, either bent leg or straight. Either one. This one hits the outside of those hip flexors. All right, now go ahead and sit back in the middle, feet wide. You guys know this one. And now we're just gonna reach over side to side. Just like this. Like so, like that. And go in the middle a little bit. butterfly. All right. Beautiful. All right, stand up. Ditch it. Okay, so from here, real quick, I'm going to open this up to gallery view just for a moment so I can see you guys better. So, first of all, congratulations, Miss Bevan. Black belt, super awesome. Super, super awesome. Next, how well do you guys know how to do twist kicks? Give me a yes, I know how to do them really well, or not so much. Right, Mr. Barrett? He's like,
I know them, sir. Me.
It is in my personal opinion that every black belt should know how to do a twist kick, and it should be one of their more proficient techniques. You should know how to do it better than anything else, anybody else. It's one of them really sneaky techniques that you can kind of get in there. So here's how we're going to practice. Sit down. Again, one of my other personal favorite things to do is teach kicks from a sitting down position. Because it's easier, one, you can focus on foot shape and smaller, mechanics of the kick, and you don't have to worry about standing on one foot. So no balance. If you fall over, it's whatever, you're already on the ground. So from here, start with both knees up like so, and then take one and put your ankle on top of your knee. And notice my knee on the other side is flat. I want kind of like a triangle going right here. Now from there, you can kind of lift up a little bit if you want. It's not really necessary. All we do is keep your foot nice and flexed, ankle turned out, not in, so we don't want this. Ankle turned out, and now extend your leg all the way like this. And that's our twist kick, and then you just put it back. A twist kick to me is like a front kick and a round kick that flipped upside down. It just, to me personally, because it inverts, it twists around. It's very snake-like. So again, we just take it, knee right here stays in the same spot and has that same front kick motion, just invert it, and then we come back. Biggest thing that I see with this one is a lot of times people won't get the foot shape correctly and they'll end up doing this to where my foot is kind of pointed up. And then I'll actually hit with the top of my foot that way. And that works for sparring, but for board breaking and for striking, not so much, because this one hits the ball of the foot. So we have to pull the toes all the way back and hit here. So that's why pulling your toes back is very, very important on this one, because if you forget, crunch goes your toes, ouchies. So let's do that about 5 times or so each leg on your own, just like this, nice and slow, and making sure your ankle is turned over, not this way, and definitely not this way, because you're going the wrong way that way. Now you do about 5 times or so each leg. And then let me take a look. Now, Evan, your knee, see where your knee is right there? Keep your knee there and kick towards your right with your right leg. Yeah, that's the twist kick. Flex your toes, strong foot, strong foot. It's the idea. Try to get it to land on top of your knee each time, nice and slow. Nice and slow, and doesn't have to be fast right now. Ooh, nice foot shape, Miss Bevan. The foot shape is probably the hardest part. It really is. Flex your toes, Mr. Stemler. Strong toes, whole time. Think about doing a front kick. You don't want floppy fish feet. It's like, maybe I can pull them and they'll stay there. That's it. Beautiful. Good job. Good adjustment. Oh, maybe pulling the toes does work. I need to try to do that more often. Just kidding. Up. Flex the toes. Yeah, there you go. Strong foot. Strong foot. The hardest part is that foot shape. It really is. Now, once you've done it 5 times each leg, go ahead and stand back up. And I'm going to grab this pad over here. Okay, so the twist kick. When it's done properly, you'll say, this is my sparring partner, guys. This is my sparring partner. And we're here. He's looking at me. My goal is to hit his right ear with my right foot. Okay? So we go this way. So how do we make that happen? We know how the kick works now because we've done it on the ground. Now let's stand up. The letter C. The letter C. We draw the letter C upside down. I mean, because normally when you draw a C, you start from the top and go to the bottom. But we're going to draw it from the bottom up. We're going to do that motion with our knee. So we kind of make half a circle. So we start that front knee. You can do it with your back leg. But for a sparring application, if you want it to be sneaky, I want you to try it with the front one. Back leg takes a little bit too long. Can be done. But we want a C shape. Once it gets to the top of that C, your foot should be shaped like this. Wait a minute. That looks familiar because we just did it while we were sitting on the ground. Then we extend, pull it back in, knee still stays there, comes back in. Okay? So we get this. Drawing that C, it swings out. Okay? Now real quick, does anybody need to see that again? That motion. You good to go? I'm gonna try to kick a couple different ways. First one, number 1. All right, let's do it 5 times each leg. And if you're hitting something, I want you to try to pull your toes back and hit the ball of your foot if at all possible. Okay? Just don't hurt your toes. All right, ready on my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, switch feet. Now we're gonna try, let me scoot this over some. If it will scoot. Okay, let's do the other side. 1. Not as good on my left side, but it's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, something else, a little small detail here that will help you guys out a lot. 2 things that for some odd reason help with this kick. 1, you gotta pull out your inner Michael Jackson a little bit. You gotta come up on your toes a little. Why do you think we have to come up on our toes on that base foot when we do the kick? Have any idea? Why do we do that? No guesses? Mr. Barrett, do you know? Hello?
I'm keeping it quiet so they can figure it out.
But I'm asking, do you know why we come up on our toes? Why? Does it help to come up on your toes?
Oh, I have good idea. If you're still asking me, that is.
I am.
All right, this is just a theory, but it gives us height to the kick.
Wrong.
Ah.
It's a good theory. It is a good theory, but it is incorrect. The reason we come on our toes is so we can open up the hips.
You see, I knew that. I was just testing to see if you knew that.
Most of the time when we open up our hips, we do it by pivoting. And that opens up our hips for like side kicks, round kicks, things like that. We get better range in the technique. For a twist kick, it's a lot harder to do that. Because the kick's going this way and you're trying to pivot this, it doesn't work. So the pivot for a twist kick is actually sideways. So I go from kind of 45 this way, and then when I pivot, it goes sideways. And then from there, I go up on my toes to help my hips open to make the kick rotate over. So that's one thing that does help with this kick is if you come up on your toes a little, it will help rotate that foot over even farther. Second thing, this one actually does nothing, but people do it anyway. For some odd reason, it helps. Tilt your head. Why? Don't know. I know I do it. I've seen, actually, a lot of people do it. Mr. Haynes does it. My former instructor, Mr. Black, does it. They all do it. They all tilt their head with a twist kick. It does nothing for the kick itself. But for some odd reason, when you tilt your head with the kick, it makes you want to rotate over more. So that's another thing I would suggest to try. So come up on the toes and the base foot, tilt your head over to the side, kind of like a crooked thing. And you'll find that your kick will work a little bit better that way as well. It's weird, it looks funky. I try not to tilt my head, but it happens anyway, because if you start doing a wide tilt, your partner will be able to see that. And if you throw it in sparring, it's not going to work for you anymore. I ran into that at a tournament. He said, I can see your twist kicks before they happen because you tilt your head. I'm like, crap. But anyway, it's all right. It's all right. I switched to a different kick after that. So now, apply those two things. Do it about 5 times or so. Up on the toes, tilt the head, and see if your foot goes a little bit farther, and see if it's a little bit easier for you. There's one more thing, but I'm going to wait until we do that. All right, go for it. 5 more times. So, Evan, what you're doing, bud, is you're bringing your knee up this way, and then you're twisting it like a round kick. You actually have to take this leg, right leg kicks to the right. So it goes that way. Kick to your right. Yeah, that's it. It's very awkward. It is very awkward. And that C, that letter C, really helps. Draw the letter C. Better. It takes practice. This is not an easy technique by any means. Fun little story. First time I did this, I was about, I don't know, 10 years old. And and you guys know this, I consider myself to be quite flexible, and I was even more flexible back then. I was like a wet noodle. Somehow this kick messed up my hips. And I couldn't kick with my right leg for about a week. I have no idea what I did. But just so you know, this kick is very awkward. It's in a weird position for the hips. It's a weird position. But eventually you will get used to it. Then it's just, you just throw it. Okay. So now from here, let's kick it up a notch. You guys ever tried doing a spinning twist kick?
Excuse me, what?
Yes, it is a thing.
I did not know that.
Spinning twist kick.
Whoa, okay.
This is one of my more sneaky ideas.
It's probably happened to me while sparring you, so.
When you throw a normal spin, we can side kick, boom. We can, heel kick, pressing kick, things like that. But if you throw a twist kick, it throws them for a loop. It's weird. But the hardest part is kind of stopping and getting that snap with the kick, because you want to carry it all the way through. This is not a kick that carries all the way through. It stops and snaps. This is what I mean. 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 You have to stop yourself, throw the twist, and put it down. Okay, so like a spinning side kick, it lands in the front. How do you stop your spin? Seriously, how do you stop your spin? How do you stop yourself from spinning? If you're spinning really hard, how do you stop yourself?
I think I may know the answer to this, sir.
I know you know the answer to this one. Yes. You pull your brakes.
Yes.
Now, Miss Bevan, do you know what I mean by pulling your brakes? No? Okay. Your body is a car. Did you know that your body was a car? Your front arm is your brakes. Your back arm is your accelerator, is your gas pedal. When you pull your gas pedal, when you pull your back arm, it makes you spin faster. When you pull your brakes, it stops you from spinning. So when you're doing this kind of technique, as you go, keep in mind, this one back here is my gas pedal. This one is my brakes. I'm gonna spin, skirt. I pull this one, it stops me. Throw the kick. You just don't want to be like this for very long. Okay, so stop it just enough, throw the kick, and then bring it in. Make sense? Try it. Spinning twist kicks. They're coming around. Notice I pulled it a little. Just little, and then bring it back. 5 times, each leg. Go. Mm-hmm. Really try to invert that knee, Mr. Stemler. You want your knee to be over to the side. That, almost. It's funky. Now, I hadn't even tried one of these for years because I'm like, that you can't do a spinning twist kick. Then I thought about it. I'm like, wait, yes, you can. I didn't invent the technique, but I did kind of discover it on my own. Something to think about, something to throw when we get allowed to spar again. Something to try out. I guarantee, because it's not done very often, they won't expect it. So I just gave you one of my tricks.
Does that mean you're going to use that against me in sparring now, Mr.
Oh,
Jackson?
of course.
Okay. Good
luck trying to block it.
I'll watch out for that during my testing this cycle.
I'm kidding. Maybe. All right. So from here, guys, now let's get into our form. So Ms. Bevan, you're first degree level 1, yes? And then Mr. Stimler, level 2, 3? Still 1? Okay. All right, so that means we only need to know the first 12 moves. But Mr. Stimler, I know you've gone through this before, so what I'll do is I'll probably show you a little bit more anyway, just for knowledge. And Ms. Bevan, wouldn't hurt for you to know more of it anyway. So real quick, first degree form is called Guange. One of my personal favorites, also Mr. Haynes' favorite too. Guange is named after the famous Guange Toang, the 19th king of the Goguryeo dynasty, who regained all lost territories, including the greater part of Manchuria. The diagram is the pattern where we walk through the form, which way we go, represents the expansion and recovery of lost territory. So expansion in the form, we go this way, and then we go back, and then we go this way, and then we go back. So we're expanding, and then we're losing it. So that's where that comes from. And that's just in the first part, though, which I think is interesting. The 39 movements refer to the first two figures of the year 391 AD, which was the year he came to the throne. So, me personally, I think that is one of the cooler definitions. I really like that one. I really like that one. Let's give it a try. Stand up. Also, it's just fun to say Goguryeo Dynasty. All right, Jumbi stance for this form is twin arcs high. So feet are shoulder width apart. Hands will come up. And you want to kind of start mid-chest level or even hips. Palms up, out. And then we just kind of slowly bring them up. Okay? Or you can start here and just kind of go this way. There's no really right or wrong. As long as we end up here, you're okay. All right? First move, keep in mind this is my left side. We're going to take our left hands, not left hand, both hands. Both hands will come out, kind of like 9-hand positions, and they pop out. Also, my left foot is going to pop up in the air as I yell. Ugh! And then I slowly bring my feet together to a closed, ready position. So if you remember this Jumbi, this is what we're looking for. So we start here, we come out, slow, and then bend the knees slightly. Okay? From there, you're gonna step your left foot forward into a front stance, left hand out, right hand, palm down on the hip. Then slow upset punch. So you're going to end up with your palms facing up, but both of them started facing down. So from here.
Miss Holiday, you're early. Okay, she left.
And then you're going to repeat on the right side. So you'll flip the wrists, step into another front stance, and go again.
Is this the same black belt form as last cycle?
Yes, black belt forms don't change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, black belt forms don't change. Trust me, if they did, ooh, we'd have so many more forms to learn. Because there's plenty of other ones out there. And this side, though. All right, let's do just those 3 moves over again. Now, just real quick, Miss Bevan, have you seen this form before? No? Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going too fast for you. Oh, and I forgot to say my favorite thing to say to new black belts. Welcome to black belt where everything gets harder.
Yep, true that. Woo!
You got 2 forms to learn. You get to add, well, we're not using weapons at the time, but you have weapon stuff you got to do. You get to spar longer, you know, stuff like that's fun. Sometimes. All right. And then if you become a member of the instructor team, I say welcome to the instructor team where everything's backwards. And you'll find out what I mean if you guys ever decide to teach at some point. Everything just gets all backwards.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's do that again. Do you meet? 1. Slow. 2, step the left foot out, right hand. 3, right foot out, left hand. All right, now from here, I'm going to scoot back a little. Now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the right side, 45-degree angle. We're going to step our feet together, or you can slightly step across. Neither one is incorrect. And we're going to chamber our right arm on the top for a hooking block. So together, boom, front stance, hooking block. Now, reaching up and back for a double knife hand. not flat, but up. Then we're going to take our right foot, step back into a back stance, back to the middle, low double knife hand block. So instead of it being here, we go down low.
Chamber over your other shoulder. So your other shoulder, Kinsey. Chamber, yes, that way. There you go.
Yes, you're going to go up over the right shoulder.
There you go.
Now we're going to repeat that on the left side. So now my left hand, chamber's on the top for a hooking block. I step, 45-degree angle, hooking block, front stance. Most common mistake for this.
Should be going towards the left. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
That's fine. Most common mistake for this section of the form, guys, is forgetting that it's front stance to back stance. A lot of times people will go back stance to back stance, or front stance to front stance, or back stance to front stance. Front stance is first, back stance is in the middle. Okay? I see that.
So yeah, we should be in a left-legged front stance with our left hand doing the hooking block.
Yes, that's correct. So keep in mind, this is my left side, so you guys should be going that direction. I haven't quite learned how to mirror this form yet. See, this is what I said. When you teach, everything gets backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Block. Now reaching up and over the left shoulder. Step back into a back stance with the left foot. Low double knife hand block. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning and let's do that much. So it should be like 7 moves, which is about half of the first section-ish. All right, 준비. 1. Slow. 2, left foot, right hand. Upset punch. 3, step, right foot, left hand. Upset punch.
Now remember, guys, this is an upset punch, so it should be going up. Yeah.
Now going to the right. Step, 45-degree angle hooking block. Reach up over your right shoulder. Step back. Low double knife hand block. Now this is back stance side. Now repeat, left side. Step, hooking block. Up and over the left shoulder. Step back into a back stance, low double knife hand block. Couple more moves. Now, awkward twist. Right shoulder. Notice my feet turn too. That's important. Step into a cat stance. Regular double knife hand block. Fair view.
What's going on, sir?
I'm hearing some weird noises.
Yeah, sorry. I dropped something. I was reaching to grab it. Forgot to mute. Or I thought I was muted.
Okay. So cat stance, left, double knife hand block. Then we're going to awkward twist again. Then we step into another cat stance with the right foot, right double knife hand block. Okay. Almost done here. Now from here, I'm going to reach my left hand up out in front of me. My right hand is going to make a palm heel. It's going to invert behind me. This is the chamber for the next move. So I'm going to step with my right foot. And then I'm going to swing my left foot. Or correct you not, this is my left foot. Boop, boop. Start over, back up. Boop, boop. So left hand extended, right hand behind. Step left foot. Swing right foot. Got it. Stand up, facing backwards.
So now you're going to swing your right foot to the back, Kinsey. So take that right foot and just swing it around. Yes, just like that. There you go.
Now from there, your right hand is going to come up for a slow upset palm heel. So we get this. Now I'm going to reach out my right hand, left hand behind, and we repeat. Step, repeat. Then the last move for this section of the form, hands will come up. I'm going to bring my feet together, and I'm going to take my right hand and knife hand my left palm. So this is what it looks like. So I'm here. So right hand is going to knife hand my left palm. That. And that's the end. Then we go into section 2. It has double side kicks, that kind of stuff. Okay. And had too much fun with those twist kicks. We're almost out of time.
Yes, sir.
I like twist kicks though.
It's okay, sir. We know.
It's all right. So from here, any questions on anything we did today? Did you learn something today? You can do like kind of. Have you ever tried a spinning twist kick before? So you learned something today. I just wouldn't guarantee doing those all the time because then people are going to know what you're doing. Make it be a secret weapon. Secret weapon. All right. So a couple announcements for you guys. Nothing this weekend, obviously. But July 4th, I'm going to be closed for the holiday. On the 25th, in-school tournament here at the Academy. Should be fun. Parents' night out, back to school dash. Bring a friend, it's free. Bring a friend, it's free. That one's going to be here at the Academy the same night as the in-school tournament. Tournament will happen in the morning. Parents' night out is in the afternoon. Instructor boot camp on the 1st of August. Board breaking clinic on the 8th of August. And then testing on the 22nd of August. So not a lot of stuff going on this cycle, but it is the summer cycle. It's a shorter cycle. So there we go. All right. So I hope you guys had fun. Hope you learned something. Stay awesome. Until then, I'll see you all next time on the mat.
Bye, guys.